Imagine being in a room full of people and hearing chatters in every corner, yet you're just there, standing and feeling that you're all by yourself despite being surrounded by many people. That within yourself is silent, but outside is really chaotic. This is what it feels like to those people who feel like they're an outcast, to those people who feel like they're different from others, that although everyone is social all around them, inside they feel alone. I'm speaking to those people who feels left out in groups, to those people who feels like their beliefs and their thoughts aren't heard well, to those people who has their beliefs and principles different from other people, and this makes people look at them weirdly and differently than other people. Being in this loop could do things to people, and it could make people tired, and it could even lead to some negative consequences that will affect people's mental health and their well-being. Because we're always aware that we're just the odd one out, and because of this could lead us to an endless cycle where we repeat that thought over and over in our heads that could severely affect our well-being and our health. That it could lead to more negative thoughts, and it could lower our self-esteem, and it could make us tired and less motivated to do even the simple things in life. One might think that they don't matter, or thoughts like those. Even in Islam, this religion does pay attention to even the simple things and smallest things that we might be experiencing, and they treat it with attention and with care. Because it was said in the Quran that, and we send down of the Quran that which is a healing and a mercy to those who believe. And trust me, when in this one moment where I was hearing the Quran and when I was being aware of my breath, I really got hold of the present moment, and that I could really feel that my soul was being healed and replenished, that this wounded heart of mine is being healed from the Quran and from Islam. And from there, I started to have Islam as my refuge, and all sorts of feelings, in my anger, in my sadness, and especially in those moments where I do feel alone and tired from society and tired from this different society that we're in. And this especially goes to the Muslims who feel this way too. Ever since I turned to these religious practices of listening to the Quran and praying and reciting the Quran, it's okay to not always have a happy face in front of Allah. Rather, it's really okay to be broken in front of Allah. So usually I just express my tiredness and just say to Allah that, oh Allah, I'm tired, and just rant to Him about everything. And that way of coping was really effective for me in healing my soul and healing my wounded heart and from anything else that I was facing with. I, alhamdulillah, could come back fresher than ever by Allah's permission. So if you are or were in my position before, then maybe you could follow how I did and how I coped. Ranting out to someone is really beneficial, and especially to the one who is all hearing and is available anytime to hear us. It's Allah who's always there, ready to listen to us. So it's really good and beneficial to cope in this way of talking and ranting to Him and expressing and just being broken in front of Allah. And from that, I was able to heal, and maybe you could heal your heart and your wounded heart too. Because those who have faith and whose hearts find peace in the remembrance of God, truly it is in the remembrance of God that hearts find peace.